Year-old girl, handcuffed, arms behind her back, is aching, skin rubbed raw. Philip Garrido is her only human contact, and sometimes he'll just sit and tell her funny stories or bring her fast food.
It is not her shame. Those things happen to her. They're not who she is.
There's a switch that I had to shut off.
Just go someplace else.
Just went someplace else.
At problems. And again, this is a convicted sex offender still in the care of court-mandated doctors. He had one appointment 3 days before he kidnapped JC, and another appointment 4 days after. But he tells her society has ignored him, and that's why she is there.
That's what I was here for. Yeah, that's why he got me.
And if you do it, you would keep other little girls safe? Because
yeah,
it would
he was
protect...
always, protect other people, so he didn't have to go out and do this to anybody else.
Did you believe that you were protecting other little girls?
I think I did.
Sometimes he would make her listen for the voices, the ones he says he can hear in the walls. And when it's over, she says, he sobs.
He would apologize and...
That's the confusing part.
Beg your forgiveness.
Tell me what an awful man he was. You know, and here I am trying to, feeling, hurting, because it hurt, wanting it to stop. And I have to comfort him.
Glass. Lillian, let me begin with you. Here's a woman who, at the age of 11, was abducted. She has borne her rapist's children, been stuck in their backyard, and now the reports that she was part of his business, that she was interacting with customers. What's it going to take to present now what a normal life looks like to JC?
Oh, it's going to take such a long time, if ever. And in fact, one of the things her stepfather said is that she feels very guilty for identifying and for having even feelings towards this captor. So it's a very traumatic thing. She's going to need a lot of work.
And what about the girls? Because that's the only life they've ever known. They didn't even get a childhood of normality.
Exactly. And one of the scary things, if you read the account in terms of what the officers said when they observed these little girls, they observed their body language, they observed how disconnected these two were. It was very frightening because there's a lot of catching up to do. Also, the fact that they were born from a mother of such a young age, you wonder if indeed there may be birth defects or some other underlying conditions as well. So they're going to need a lot of work, a lot of help, and a lot of love. That's for sure.
I was curious before some of those details came out about whether they would have seen Garrido's wife as more of a mother figure, but when JC calls her true biological mom and says, I have babies, it makes it clear that she considered them her children.